home of the Chicago Bulls. Your safety is our number one concern. In the event of an evacuation, please remain calm and follow these guidelines to ensure everyone's safety. Elevators and escalators will not...
All right, guys, right here, just making sure that nobody goes into the scoreboard control room who's not supposed to. Here we come into the scoreboard control room, and we'll come back up to them in a moment here, but I actually take these because I want to use one of the monitors to see who's on the ones and twos tonight. There he is, the official Bulls DJ for tonight's game, my man, DJ Markey. What's up, Markey? Looking great, Markey. Let's slide over behind Markey to the scorer's table. You just heard him throw it to me, the voice of the Bulls, Tim Sinclair. Great to see you, Tim, and over to, what is it, your left? You've got calling the game tonight, our floor director, G. So good to have you on headset, G, to talk to me all night long. I think people are here all night long. Let's go check in with our lighting guru who makes sure that every show...
Hello, Bulls Nation. I'm Tim Sinclair, and welcome to the United Center. Tonight's matchup features the Minnesota Timberwolves and your Chicago Bulls.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we fought were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glad, the bombs bursting in their gay proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
One more time for Norrell. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 6'9" forward from UCLA, number 1, Kyle Anderson. A 6'5" guard from Virginia Tech, number 9, Kendrick Nunn. A 7'1" center from France, number 27, Rudy Gobert. A 6'5" forward from SMU, number 18, Shake Milton. And a 6'4" guard from Georgia, number 5, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The basket counts. From the Bulls number 13, Torrey Craig.
Yeah, it took so long. I guess it's really funny. Oh my god. 2 minutes more.
got the Red My photo card.
Well, this is going to be the last loop, so I suggest you stay on the line.
Everything okay?
To the Hilton only, straight over to the Sheraton, and then Navy Pier, and then maybe Water Tower, and the 360, and it's done.
Fucking love it wasn't gonna work out because we were in the same friend group and they would just make it weird as fuck. Like they were like,
Now we're off to see mummies. Oh, but they found So where the skybox is, that's the problem.
No, I'm saying we're the tallest in the city, right?
The city is the lowest tallest.
Welcome to the Signature Room, the restaurant Chicago looks up to. Ninth floor.
reminded to check your seat back pocket, your seater, to make sure you have all your personal belongings, and be careful when opening all those overhead bins.